This is Bimble. He lives in Stiltsville. Everyone here helps to produce wool. Wool blended with fairy tales, which is sent out to every corner of the world. One day, Bimble acquires a bucket, a magic bucket, which will give him anything he wishes for. This is the guardian of the bucket, Teeny Weeny. Soon others are after it. Dolly Clackhanger for one. Dolly would dearly love to be the village witch, but she's been thrown out of the village because of the noise and mess caused by her experiments. The small one is her assistant, Sploot. Queen Cack, the lazy, greedy ruler of the country, also wishes to possess the bucket and sends her servants, Bilge and Oiler, to steal it. Bicycles, pogo sticks and feet are not really very dignified modes of transport. And so Dolly Clackhanger has decided that she will create something more fitting to her position as a witch.
I got the wood, Dolly. Do you want me to put it in the fireplace?
Of course not. Put it on the table.
Oh, I don't think the table's a very good place for a fire, Dolly. Wouldn't it be better
It's not for the fire, you half-wit. It's for my broomstick. Wait till they see me on a broomstick. And then they'll realise I'm a force to be reckoned with. A proper witch.
Oh, right.
Get out of the way, Sploot. Lira nu, genut stuga rep metes, rebotka rep mevin rep
Hello, doll.
Ow! Where's breakfast then? Ow!
Get out, get out! Yay, seed finey. You're interfering with my spell. Lie my nay purasai. Food no teeth
Hey, that's good, that is, Dolly. How'd you do that then?
Clean sweep, eh, doll?
How dare you come banging in here when I'm halfway through a spell? Don't you realise what a delicate operation it is? You could have ruined the whole thing.
We didn't know, did we? Looks a pretty good broomstick to me.
It's not finished yet, you oaf. Now get out and go and find that Bimble and his bucket.
What about breakfast?
You can have it later. Now go away.
Hey, could we take this, Dolly? We could throw it over him.
Oi, watch out, Bilge!
Take it, take it. Take anything you want. Just get out of my sight.
That net's a jolly good idea.
Now, where was I? Lie my neighbour, Zid nevis tai und Riaun aus
Back in Stiltsville, Teeny Weeny is getting up, rather late.
Morning, Teeny Weeny. What's the matter? You look awful.
Thanks. You're going to have to find somewhere else for me to sleep, Bimble. The noise under this veranda. A cat came round, howling and complaining for hours, and there are mice under here running about. Up and down, up and down, up and down all night.
Oh, dear. We'll look for somewhere else then. Perhaps the countryside might be better.
I suppose it might. You look terrible. You've got bags under your eyes, you know. It will be wrinkles next.
Good morning, Mr. Blodge.
Who's that? Ha! Young Bimble. Good morning. Good morning.
What are you painting today, Mr. Blodge?
Signposts, lads, signposts. All signposts into Stiltsville is having their lettering renewed. Can't have folks wandering willy-nilly about the countryside not being able to find a village now, can we?
No, I suppose not. A nice quiet place for you to sleep.
Oh, actually, I think I'll have a rest first and we'll look properly later.
I know. You have a nap, and I'll ask the bucket for that flying thing again. That was really good.
You're so boring, Bimble. Can't you think of anything new?
But I really like it.
Oh, all right.
I wish for a flying machine.
There you are, then.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
In the tree, lure him in under it, and then drop the net on him. Simple.
What are you going to lure him with?
How do I know? Ow!
You've got to have a lure, otherwise it won't work, will it?
Well, we could use money, or food, or...
Well, we ain't got neither of them.
You think of something then.
All right. I might.
Beach only ranu, jiluch to go ritmiti sributko. Look at that! Lovely! Beautiful! Oh! No!
But Dolly is being observed. Hotfoot from Queen Cac's palace in Sleaze City, Mudge has come in search of the latest reports from Bilge and Euler.
Bilge? Euler? Oh, this is ridiculous. Why aren't they here to give me their reports? It's all so unprofessional.
Meanwhile, back in Sleaze City, Queen Cac has a new set of crown jewels, and naturally she wishes to show them to their best advantage.
More light! More light! No, you fool! That's better! Brighter! Brighter! Well?
I'm afraid that I have to report, Your Majesty, that Bilge and Euler are not as conscientious in their duties as they might be. They were not, in fact, there.
What?
I therefore took it upon myself, Your Majesty, to have a little look around, and I have to report that Dolly Clackhanger's latest spell, Your Majesty, is in fact hopeless, a failure, a complete...
Good. You will now turn your attention to my taxes, Mudge. I need money. Crown jewels do not grow on trees, and these are very expensive indeed.
I'm very smart, Your Majesty.
Money, now!
Actually, Your Majesty, I was wondering if you would allow me to resign as tax collector and devote more time to my hobby, Your Majesty, which is alchemy.
Alchemy?
A branch of chemistry, Your Majesty, concerned with making gold from metal, Your Majesty.
Indeed.
I feel sure that if I had more time, I might perfect my gold-making formula, which I have in point of fact been working on for some months, Your Majesty.
Very well, Mudge. You are relieved of your duties, but if you fail, I shall be very, very angry, and you will be very, very sorry.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mudge has actually been beavering away in his laboratory for years. He's never managed to make gold, of course. Although he did once turn a grand piano into a hard-boiled egg. Not bad for an amateur, really. All his unsuccessful experiments, and there have been several thousand by now, are poured into the hole in the floor. Mudge has no idea where this hole leads to, which is a pity because it's all getting rather dangerous down there. Positively explosive, in fact.
Mr. Blotch!
What's that? What's happening? Road hogs! You shouldn't be allowed to have roller skates! Oh, look at that. All over the road, all that paint wasted. Oh, well, that's my morning gone. Back to the depot for some more, I suppose. Or perhaps I'll just nip home for a spot of early lunch.
Get your foot out my face!
I'm trying! Can't you see I'm trying?
Well, try harder! Get your... Hey, look, it's him! Him with the bucket.
He's going to walk right under us. Quick, set up the net again. We can't miss him.
Help! Help! Robbery! Thieves! Help! Thieves! Robbers! Varmints! Help! Help! Thieves! Robbers! Get off! Get this off me!
Rib me von, rib me Z-T-A-E-B-C-5.
I expect your broomstick spell is bound to work all right this time, Dolly. I thought it looked really good towards the end last time, so I expect...
When I want your opinion, Sploot, I'll ask for it. Be quiet.
Yes, Dolly.
Ik tjallai mijn ibu, krasaifu.
Flying broom! She must have done it.
She'll be in a good mood then. And even better when she sees this.
I am sick to death of your constant interruptions, comments and opinions, Sploot. Magic requires concentration and silence. Do you understand? Silence!
We done it, doll. We got it.
What?
We got them. Bimble and his bucket. Look.
I demand an explanation, madam. I has been set upon by these louts, and if they is your responsibility, I demand that... Oh,
That's not him, you pea-brained idiots. It's just some useless nobody who happens to be carrying a bucket.
useless nobody! Now look here!
Sit down! You have, as usual, failed completely. Not only do I still not have the bucket, but I have this to dispose of.
Why don't we keep him, Dolly? He's bound to come in useful for something.
He could polish our boots, or...
That's a good
Go
idea.
back to your post, Sploot.
Yes, Dolly.
Get him out of here. Lock him in the tower while I think what to do with him.
Stop pushing!
Oh dear, bit delicate, are we? She'll be doing more than pushing you, will Dolly?
As soon as I get home, I shall be reporting you to the relevant authorities.
Oh, I don't think you'll be going home. Dolly'll be using you in her magic experiments, I expect.
Yeah, with your luck, you could even end up as a frog.
Help!
Are you sure this is it, Teeny?
Positive.
Oh, good.
They must have him locked up somewhere in there.
But where? Ah, yes. I wish for something that can look through walls.
Don't be silly, Bimble. There's no such thing.
Well, how am I going to find Mr. Blodge? I know. If I had a telescope, I could see through the windows. I wish for a telescope, please. Thank you. You can see ever so far with this. Right over
Bimble, you're supposed to be looking for Mr. Blodge.
Sorry.
Can you see anything in Chateau Clackhanger?
Yes! I can see right into the... Shh! I can see right into the rooms.
Can you see Mr. Blodge?
No. I can see Dolly and... Yes, I found him. Right up the top of the tower. That window at the top.
Well?
Oh, I wish for something to get him out. I know. I wish for a pair of stilts. Those big tall ones like they have at circuses.
Are you sure?
Yes. I shall be able just to walk up to the tower and lift Mr. Blodge out of the window. Don't you think that's a brilliant idea?
Not really. But if you insist.
Yes, please. I wish for some giant stilts. Thanks. I think stilts might be the sort of thing you might need to practice on.
You could have just asked for a ladder, you know.
I know! A rope with one of those funny sort of hooks at the end.
All right.
Thanks. Missed. It doesn't seem to go straight.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Before you rush off rescuing anybody, I think you should hide the bucket. We're in enemy territory, you know.
Good idea.
Aha!
Gotcha!
Done it! When I finally turn metal into gold, as I surely will, eventually, I shall form a small exclusive society dedicated to the pursuit of science. Ready now? Hold metal into gold! Yes! Good.
No enemies approaching, so I think I'll go and check on the prisoner. Well, you can't be too careful, I always say.
I'm not a burglar.
Caught in the act too.
She'll probably use him for magic experiments, I shouldn't wonder.
Experiments?
Be more useful to have two of them to experiment on, I expect.
Experiments?
I reckon that she'll be so pleased that she'll... Let us out! You! Let us out!
Let me out of here!
Mr. Blodge!
Let us out! Come on, hey, you! Hey, let us out!
You best be getting out of here, Bimble. Quick as you like.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Blodge. I thought...
I seen you being took off and I thought,
Get in there, Blodge. I thought otherwise you'd likely never be seen again.
Yes, thank you.
I escaped myself not 2 minutes ago. Very slackly around here, very slack. Leave ropes hanging about all over the place. No organisation, obviously.
No.
Come along, lads, step lively. We've got a very, very long walk home.
But we can go back in my flying.
What?
Yes, a very long walk.
Dolly! The prisoner's gone! The prisoner's gone!
What?
Escaped! He's escaped!
Well, he won't get far. This is the final stage in my broomstick creation spell, and it will produce a broomstick the like of which has never been seen before. Stand aside. I've done it! I've done it!
Looks like she's done it then.
Well done, Dolly.
His head was covered ear to ear. In a pail he somehow stuck it, and his plea was clear to me. Free me from this bucket. I could not foresee what fate had planned for me. How could I tell a wishing well is what this pail would be? So I stepped up to show my stuff, pushed and pulled and nearly struck it. Off it flew